Guys, it's Eric Connor from Nerdy Geek Talks for all your nerdy geek needs. Here with episode 90 of Steel City Bots. Joining me tonight, we have Jared. Jared, how are you doing?
Ugh, tired. Got a 9:30 to 6 o'clock shift tomorrow, and I am not looking forward to it.
Oh, that sounds so fun. It's okay. I work like 11 to 8:30, so 10:30 to 8:30. So I feel you. Miguel, how are you doing this fine evening?
Good. I'm curious if the link I sent is the one that I was searching for. Zeus, you will tell me.
It is. Speaking of Zeus,
I was gonna
the
say
bitch
Zeus.
is back.
How are you?
The bitch is back, baby.
Okay, I take it you liked Rocket Man.
Rocket Man was very good.
It was
and I'm
very, very good.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm out of classes finally. It's summer, and I'm here. It's
Wow.
been months.
Look at you go. Yeah,
Me go.
so it is us tonight, and we shall get through this. So let's do. Jared, do you have the show notes up?
Yes, I do.
You want to do the history lesson for today?
Sure, why not?
Go for it.
Okay, so on tonight or on today, the day that we are recording this, June 10th, in 1998, the Beast Wars episode Danger Scissor Boy premieres in Japan.
Wait, did you say it sounded like you said scissors weird.
Ah, I said just Scissor Boy.
Oh, I think it cut out weird. That might have just been my mic. It sounded like you said sit. Anyways, yeah, has anyone watched this episode? I've never seen it. I just saw that the episode was called Danger, Scissor Boy.
When I saw it, I thought about lobsters, if that helps. I didn't see the episode, but when I saw the title,
Miguel,
Beast Wars Second.
You haven't seen Beast Wars Second, have you?
I watched some of it. I didn't get too into it. Which
Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna see which episode.
Danger, Scissor Boy.
Episode 11.
While he checks that, Jared, what's the next one though?
Also today in 2008, the first post is made to The Real Effing Deal. I have no idea what that is.
You don't? I actually did know. Does anyone know what it is without clicking on it?
I do.
Good. What movie is it from?
Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh yeah. Do you
It's,
remember what I was going to say?
It's Leo's website.
Yeah, therealeffingdeal.com, where they post the alien stuff. That is but the movie came out in 2009, so basically a year before the movie came out, the first post to this site was made as promotion for this movie.
Ah,
Yeah, which
Interesting.
is actually in the movie. Because that's the whole reason that he thinks the aliens are real and everything. So yeah, I like that. That's a blast from the past from my childhood.
Wait, is that
11 years ago?
Helicopter outside.
Oh, they got Zeus.
I've been got. I need to move to another state, change my name, grow out a thick beard.
Can you grow a beard?
I mean, if I tried, I might be able to.
Okay, that's fair. Anyways, speaking of getting beards, Zeus, what did you get this week?
Well, I did not get a beard, Eric.
Oh,
I'll have
never
you
mind.
know. If you actually read the show notes, you might know that
Miguel got something that I didn't know he got, and I'm so jealous.
I've not been looking at the show notes actually.
He got several blue things that I wish I had.
So, anyways, first thing I want to talk about. I've been gone for too long. I got too much in that time, so I'm just going to talk about some of the most recent stuff. I recently got caught up on the New Age releases, which are the company that made that third-party Bumblebee from last year that I was really liked. I got their Stepper and their Shockwave, which are both off of their Jazz mold, which are both great figures. Oh no, now I read Miguel's notes, and oh no. I don't know what that is, but oh no. Yeah, they're both really great. And I also got their Cosmos, who is the best boy, and I love him very much, and he is my son now.
You abducted him. You paid money and had him delivered to your house, and now you're calling him your son.
Hey,
That's strange.
that's how this works, Eric. And I also got caught up on the Iron Factory DJD, so I got Fekta and I put the wrong name there. It's Fekta and Mizar. I don't know which is which, but it's Kaon and Voss.
Which do you like better?
Kaon.
Interesting.
Kaon's the chair, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Voss is the snipperiffle.
Mm-hmm.
Voss is nice, but like I can never get his gun mode to be just like perfectly straight. The barrel is always pointing up a bit.
Try flipping the head around 180 so pretty much you can see his face at the bottom
Yeah,
of the
no,
gun.
it works that way, but then you can see his face is the thing.
Yeah, but it's facing towards the ground, so you can barely even see it. And visible head syndrome is a thing, so.
I guess. But they're both great. They also came with some replacement parts for Tarn,
Mm-hmm.
which are the new arms and just a spare mask. And my arms were fine, but I swapped them out, and these are a lot better because I'm a lot less worried about them breaking. They feel sturdier.
That's good. I'm glad that you feel safe.
And then I didn't put this in the show notes, but I keep looking over it. Back at TFCon, I got G2 Bruticus complete for like $80.
Hmm.
He's great. Because it's Bruticus, but he looks like he's Skittles.
Oh, I'm still not over. We were talking about this before we started recording. The Square Enix Avengers game trailer went up, and we're not satisfied with most of the designs.
No.
Dinner plates!
Dinner plates.
What? Dinner plates? Did I miss something?
Look at Thor's chest and tell me he does
Oh,
not have dinner
you're-
plates.
You're right.
Miguel, that was absolutely a correct take.
Not mine. I shared it from one Action Hank Beard on Twitter. Really good artist. You should go follow him if you.
Hey, maybe we should start a petition at Square Enix because those work really well and don't make us look like idiots.
Yeah, but hopefully the game's great. But anyways, is that all you got, Zeus?
Yeah, I
Cool.
got a bunch of Lego stuff, but I don't think.
Yeah, I got a bunch of SH figure arts and Reveltech stuff, but none of those are Transformers. So
A bunch of which you bought the last time we recorded, if I remember
I
right.
believe so. Yes, I'm getting most of them. Still haven't gotten all of them, but I've gotten a lot of them, and they're so great.
The last time we recorded, Eric opened the pre-show by asking, "So, Miguel, do you have any SH figure arts? And what can you tell me about them?"
And I bought many of them, and many have shown up. Many Star Wars, many Marvel, some DC. I gotta say,
How many Iron Man?
I only have one Iron Man right now. I have
Okay, but how War
Iron
Machine?
Patriot, 2 War Machines, and another Iron Man on the way.
God.
And then I believe another War Machine should be on the way soon. That's the SH Figure Arts one, so. I also have replacement cannons for the Iron Patriot and War Machine that I got, because their shoulder cannons were both very bad. War Machines just snapped right away. Iron Patriots was just like 2 pieces that will not go together because it wasn't assembled right. So I'm getting new shoulder cannons from those from BBTS. They're very heavy, but they're very nice looking figures. So yeah. But anyways, Transformers wise, I got a KO of Voyager class Evasion Mode Optimus in Nemesis colors. Specifically, he doesn't have teal; he has blue. But it's really nice. I finally own the mold. I've handled that mold so many times, and like, I really like the look of it, but I've never owned it. I realized that, so that's why I
Never
bought
owned
it.
An Invasion Prime.
No, I've never actually owned that mold. I don't understand how I never did. It's mainly because I
mean,
think I never wanted the original retail version that came out, and then all the different special versions. I never ended up getting one way or another, even though I planned on it. So, like, I realized whenever I saw that in this, I've been using this app that's honestly I should stop using because I bought way too many stuff. Way too
Oh,
many
I know
things
that
for it.
app. I've
Wish?
wasted like
Yep.
I wasted like $30 on stuff I don't need.
Oh god,
And
I've
then I
spent
just-
a solid like $200 at this point now. But I
Oh,
got a
God.
lot of awesome stuff in all fairness.
Does-
But I got a KO
Okay,
Nemesis Prime.
can I go off? Can I go off about Wish for a minute?
Why?
Because yeah, they're great if you want to buy a bunch of stuff, but the thing is, they kind of trick you into spending more money. Because like one
The
time I
shipping.
bought $20 worth of stuff, and they're like, "Hey, you've unlocked this deal, but it's only good for the next 5 minutes." But it was like half off. But there was nothing I wanted to buy, and I'm just like, "Oh, I should use this."
You're
So
just
it-
easily swayed. Oh, but I
It's
did
just-
just remember I got an Autobot ring and a Bumblebee ring off of the site. So I now have 3 Transformers rings because I stole my Matrix one. So that's neat. I also got a bunch of different things, but those are the only Transformers related jewelry I got. But I got that Nemesis Prime KO, which is really good. Very happy with that. And now I really want to get Dark of the Moon Voyager Megs to hold the shotgun. Just because he can. I really want him to. Even though
That seems
I
like-
want Studio Series Megatron as my actual Dark of the Moon Megatron, but I still kind of want that old Dark of the Moon Megatron because it's capable of holding that gun, even though the movie came out a solid, like, Dark of the Moon came out in 2011
That's like 8 years already.
or 12. I keep thinking that it came out in 12, but didn't it come out 2 years after?
It was 2011.
Yeah. I don't know why I always think it's 2012 when it's definitely 2011. So it came out 3 years later.
Miguel's just flexing on you.
Oh wait,
Right.
I'm not looking at Skype right now. Let me see.
Miguel's flexing on you so
I
hard.
hate you, Miguel.
They
But I
were
just-
both on my desk.
I just love the
Yeah,
fact
we-
that 3 years later they like made a toy that it's like, oh, here's his actual shotgun and he can hold it. Optimus can't, but you know, Optimus doesn't hold the shotgun by the handle. That bothers me so much. That he holds a peg that's like in the middle of the gun.
It's G1 accurate.
That doesn't mean it's good.
No, this is something that I always felt like was a missed opportunity for the movie because it would have been really interesting if Optimus was still like imagine if Optimus held some sort of like pacifistic stance, but he still carried Megatron's shotgun around.
Technically, we can pretend that the shotgun he has at the beginning of the movie is Megatron's.
Well, he's still killing people, but I would have
Yeah.
been really interesting if he was carrying her as a reminder. Is like, no, don't don't go back to your old ways. Like,
Yeah.
like this is
him.
Yes,
like,
there were
killing
ways
this
to
thing.
make the movie good. I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, so I also got off of Wish a mini Fortress G1 Fortress Maximus. So I have a Fort Max that is like 4 inches tall, and it's
Is it
Wow,
is it a KO or is
it
it?
is a KO of the Kabaya kit.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm the idiot who traveled out to downtown to pick one up from Dan and then didn't think about getting it back on the bus.
A Fort Max.
Yeah, like a whole Titans Return Fort Max.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Nice. And then I also got Siege Deluxe Class Brunt. And Brunt is honestly pretty much perfect. Although, mine did have a slight defect in the fact that his head wasn't glued together, so his head just literally exploded when I got him. Like, just straight up the 2 pieces, his mouth and then the rest of his head, just both fell straight off. And I'm just
Hey,
like,
who knows?
what?
Maybe that's really clever foreshadowing. We'll have to keep reading the comics to find out.
And I all it needed was like just like the littlest bit of glue, or honestly force, got it to stay for a little while, and then I just glued it myself, and it's fine, totally fine. The mold itself, fantastic. It's so good. It is so dang good. Very happy.
So what you're saying is the weaponizers just keep getting better.
correct, and Brunt is peak weaponizer. I don't know if they'll beat him if they continue to do them. Also, he has giant meaty claws. It'd be really
Big
easy to,
Meaty
exactly.
claws.
It'd be really easy to do some lobster repaints of him. I'm just saying. All you need is new head. Could also be
Well,
really
these
good.
claws ain't just for attracting mates. Bring it
Also-
on, old man.
Something
Bring
that is
it
good to
on!
note is that make sure you pull out his arms all the way, because like his biceps, like the forearms, you collapse the biceps into the shoulder for the transformation. Whenever you would pull them out, make sure you pull them out all the way, because he can get a 90-degree bend at the elbow, but only if you pull it all the way out to the click. If you don't pull it all the way out to the click, it'll seem like his elbow does not bend a full 90 degrees. So if your brunt's elbow is not bending a full 90 degrees, know that that's because you didn't pull out his arm all the way, and you need to do that. Also, I did get Spy Patrol. I just realized that. Ravage is adorable. I don't care if he's not good. He's freaking adorable, and he's my favorite Ravage of all time. And I think all
Okay, but here's
Ravages
the thing,
should
though.
be
He
modeled
is
after
good.
him.
He is good.
No.
He is good. Change my mind.
He's not bad, but he's definitely not good. But he's
I
perfect.
also just want to thank you for cutting me off earlier, because I absolutely would have recited the rest of Bandicoot from memory.
You're welcome. But Laserbeak also okay. Laserbeak is honestly really good. I don't care about his Cybertronian head as I think every single other person does on the internet. Everyone's like, it looks so good, and I'm like, it's literally just an orange square on his
He
face.
should have been a bird man.
His
bird,
head sculpt
bird.
is so nothing. I understand what it is and that it's accurate, but it's just literally
Oh.
nothing.
Give him his little bird
Did you just
face.
smack yourself in the face, Jared?
No, I was just messing with a piece of metal and it flung off my finger.
You straight up almost smacked yourself in the face.
Give him his bird face.
How do you
not his,
how do you
his-
feel right now, Jared? Do you feel proud of yourself?
Very, very much so.
Okay, Jared, what did you get
And-
this week?
Okay, I haven't been on for I haven't been on for a minute, so start off I got
Actually, you
Sub-
were on the show 1 minute ago. You just weren't really talking much because I was talking about what I got.
yeah, before I almost smacked myself in the face with a pair of scissors, but anyways.
Oh, that's getting worse.
Don't play with scissors, people.
No.
Or if you do,
Don't be
don't
a
play with-
Jared.
If you do play
There's
with
a lot of
scissors,
reasons why you
make
shouldn't be
sure
like
they're
me,
the
but
bot
anyways.
because those are safe.
Anyways, what'd you get?
I got, first of all, Cybertron Metroplex. Wow, they do not make them like they used to. That's all I have to say. A lot of ratchets, a lot of nice things.
You got him before, didn't you? Oh no, Michael
You're
did.
thinking of Michael.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I
own
mean,
the
everyone's here is the same person. Remember, like we're literally
Yeah.
all just so. Yeah.
Does that mean you guys are all dads? Because I constantly feel like I just look like a dad.
Okay, looking like a dad and being a dad are two very different things.
Yeah.
I have a son. His name is Cosmos, and he's a little green flying saucer.
We've been over this. Buying a robot does not make you a father.
Haven't you ever heard of adoption, Eric?
Anyways, Jared, what toy were you even talking about?
Cybertron
Oh,
Metroplex.
Metroplex. Yes, because you're not Michael, so you didn't
Yeah.
have it before.
Well, I did, but then a cat threw up on it whenever I was a kid.
Why didn't you just wash it? That doesn't it didn't throw up acid, did it?
Yeah, but
the
it
toy
got all-
just disintegrated. I like to imagine that Goose was your cat, and that Goose just like ate your Cybertron Metroplex. That's the new story. That's canon. That's canon now to your life. I just altered the history of your life. So Goose ate your Metroplex. What else did you get besides the thing that Goose ate?
I got a Cyberverse Warrior Hot Rod. He's alright.
Beef. Look at that beef. His name is Beef Rod. Don't call him Hot Rod. It's Beef Rod.
Beef Rod. He's alright. He's a Cyberverse toy.
Beef.
He's a beefy Cyberverse toy. Other than that, I got Iron Factory's Red Wing, which is their red Starscream mold, and
it's not called Red Wing, is it?
it's called Bloodwing, but the
Yeah.
Well, because the character's
Sure.
name is Red Wing. You were like, it's Red Wing. They're Red
Yeah.
Starscream. It's Bloodwing. They're Redwing.
How
Yeah.
long have I been muted?
I don't know.
Um,
Well, how would we know? You didn't tell us.
yeah.
I didn't know I was muted. I'm losing it.
You can't lose what you never had. Anyways,
Anyways,
What else did
Red
you
Wing,
get?
he's good.
Oh, yeah.
Miguel,
time-
stop!
What are you talking about?
okay,
I saw
okay.
you.
Calm down.
I
It
saw
was
you,
me.
Miguel.
It was me that muted you that time because it was really
Jared.
funny. It was not Miguel. I
I
love
saw-
that you
I-
immediately just threatened Miguel though.
I started smiling. I thought he did it.
How
It's
dare
just
you
like-
be? How dare you be happy, Miguel?
No, it was like a devious smile, like he did something.
I don't think Miguel could look devious if he tried.
I mean, but he did though. Is the thing.
No, Miguel, that is not devious. That looks like I don't know what to describe that as, but it's not
That
devious.
just looks sad and hungry. That's
Okay, Jared, what else did you get?
I got some G1 reissues of Gears Warpath and Swerve. Took Gears Warpath out of the box. Swerve is still in his little box, but
Oh, hey, I was there when you got those.
yeah. And these
Because we didn't find spoiler cap. That's what I was looking for at that Walmart. You got many bots. I wanted a Captain America with Mjolnir, and that didn't happen. But at least you got your mini
Wait,
bots.
hold on. Are we
Yeah.
allowed to talk about spoilers
It's
yet?
been literally like over a month.
yeah.
We're
That's a
good.
good point.
We're good. It's been a month and a half. If you haven't seen Endgame, I'm kind of sorry, but not really.
My manager hasn't seen it, and I keep telling him to see it. He found the time to see Captain Marvel, but
Mm.
not the time to see Endgame, apparently. And that's
I saw
not a-
Endgame, but not Captain Marvel. But anyways.
That
To
is
be
not a
honest,
knock
I
on
kind
Captain
of want to go
Marvel.
see it again just so we can, just so it beats Avatar, because I really would like something that isn't Avatar to just be the number one.
Because
I'm gonna
your
say
ticket
this real
purchase.
quick. That wasn't a knock on Captain Marvel. I just think Endgame is gonna end up being more in the end than Captain Marvel.
More
because-
what?
More important because it's the end of the Infinity Saga.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
Plus, she's in it, so
Plus, she's in
Yeah.
it.
as you say, it's not like you're missing Captain Marvel. She's
Yeah.
pretty cool in it. Gotta admit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also really liked Captain Marvel, but still, I
So
would
did
say
I.
Endgame is the better movie to see.
But yeah. Jared, did you get anything else other than the mini bots?
Yes, I did. Last. but
Oh
certain-
yeah, you got something that was at your house the entire time we were hanging out, but you didn't get to open it until after we dropped you off.
Yep, and that would be the 3A's Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee, the deluxe version, and like I'm speechless as to the amount of detail on this thing. It's literally as if I watched the movie on my computer, and the CGI model just walked out of the screen and into my hands.
That's terrifying.
It's amazing.
Are you gonna get the Blitzwing now? Or are you gonna get like
Yes.
any of the other ones? Oh man, I cannot wait to see that Blitzwing in hand.
Yeah.
Thank God you're buying it so I don't have to.
Yeah, I'm down the rabbit hole a little bit. Well, my hand's in the rabbit hole. I have not fallen into the thousands of dollars worth of rabbit hole that others have bought, but
What you're saying is you've dipped your toes into the.
Let's be real. Your collection you have spent thousands on. You have definitely spent
Yeah.
over $2,000. You say you're not thousands of dollars down the rabbit hole. You're not thousands of dollars down the 3A rabbit hole. You're
Yeah,
thousands of
but-
dollars down the rabbit hole, though. Let's not just shy away from that.
I'm
It's true.
I'm looking at five figures right now, and I see $1,000 bill right there.
Oh, speaking of thousands of dollars, Miguel, what did you get this week?
Oh, I didn't get a chance to talk about the special thing that came in the box with
Oh, wait.
my
Oh yeah, you
hey.
got you. Well, you actually are surprised, but do you know why that's in there? I know exactly why.
No, I don't know.
That episode of Transformers Prime's in there because that shipped with all of their Dark Energon exclusives that they've been trying to get rid of for forever.
Oh,
So I feel like they just probably toss it in with half their Transformers orders. Because they probably just have a bunch of those DVDs.
Oh, that was the first time that happened to me. Then again, I don't buy it from BBTS too often, but yeah, came with the episode of Transformers Prime.
Oh yeah,
But
Miguel got
things-
me to. I have stuff on the way. I have official and unofficial stuff on the way. The official stuff is not thanks to Miguel, but the unofficial thing, yeah. Thanks a lot, Miguel, for making my bank account go down.
What did I do?
Mm.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
the
The red thing. The red thing.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
Mhm.
Tell- I don't
You'll
know. what
you'll
you're talking-
find out. I'll get it next by next show for sure.
Okay.
You know, BBTS takes forever to ship stuff.
you were but you had been talking about it for so long, or like you
No,
mentioned it at
I
different.
appreciate it, and honestly, you gave it to me at the right time because it went up in price and then sold out also. So like that sale was fantastic. So like, I appreciate it, but at the same time, screw you for making me spend money after I had just spent a whole bunch of money.
I mean, that's your fault for spending all the money in the first place.
This is true, but spending all the money, tell me what you got.
Got a few things. I got in a pile of loot from BBTS. Actually, trying to see. It's sold out.
Are you talking about the thing that I bought?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is that the sale went up to less of a % off, and then it even sold out after that. So I got it
Oh.
at the peak when you sent it.
Mhm.
So
They
thank
still
you.
have they still have the normal colors one though, so I can eventually get that. So yeah, got a pile of loot in from BBTS. So I finally got a few things that had been sitting there. The only one of them that I've opened is the LGEX Big Powered set. So that's the retool of Sky Shadow / Overlord, Twin Twist, and
Misfire.
Well, it is.
Misfire.
I was gonna say it is specifically off of Sky Shadow because it uses Sky Shadow parts,
It does
Right.
use Sky Shadow.
well, I mean it's
but it's a shared mold. But it does
the
specifically
amount
use
of
that version.
the amount of engine of retooling on the jet is pretty substantial to the point I feel like you can make the argument that it's either one, and the tank portion of it is pretty much the same on both of them.
It's literally identical on both of them, other than colors.
So it's really a toss up, but got that. Die Atlas is really good. I haven't gotten Roadfire out. Yeah, Roadfire out of the packaging yet, and then I need a new.
Oh yeah.
I need a new Sonic Bomber because mine is missing one of the pins that holds the cockpit together. It doesn't fall off or anything, but it's still annoying enough. And I contacted BBTS. I'm still waiting for them because I contacted them Friday. I'm still waiting for them to get back to me. It's a little annoying because my Sonic Bomber actually has really tight hip ball joints. So I got like the better end of the QC on that end, but then he's misassembled.
Nice.
So yeah,
Wait, you said you sent a message to them on Friday.
yeah.
I also sent a message on Friday, and I got a response today.
I mean, I'll check my email after this and see if anything came in.
Maybe they
In,
just
like,
like
the
me more.
past-
They just might like me more than you.
I mean, that also can be it. You're more well known than I am.
Well, you probably spend more money with them than I do, so.
No, probably not. But the amount of like Marvel Legends and stuff not Marvel Legends, figure arts and stuff you've been buying, I think you've beaten me.
I bought two things that were the Iron Patriot and the War Machine from them. Those were each like $45 though. Those weren't SH Figure Arts. They were a different company. They were like Metal Level.
I tend to pre-order from them a lot, and then I end up finding this stuff in stores, so I don't actually have that much stuff that I get from them.
I honestly, yeah, I do not buy from them that often.
The other things that came in that I have not opened up yet, but some of it like one's big blue convoy, it's the same big convoy mold at this point. I own that mold 4 times. Three of those have been in the past like 6 months between Universe Nemesis Prime, the Encore release, and now Big Blue Convoy, who I shall open and give the sword from Magna Convoy to. Pair those two together. Other things, I opened up my Siege Ironhide, who I had not opened since I have a big backlog of Siege and Studio Series stuff. Ironhide's a really fun toy.
Wait, you're talking about Studio Series or Siege?
Siege.
Now I'm disappointed.
Why?
Because I thought you were talking about how awesome Studio Series Ironhide is.
I mean, no, Studio Series Ironhide's really good too. But the Siege Ironhide, I opened it up and I thought it was a pretty good mold. I lucked out again in the QC department. The panels on the legs on mine don't fall off.
Same. I think
Same.
Michael's don't either. Like, I think, honestly, most
Neither
of us
do
got
mine.
pretty lucky, yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
But it seems like over Twitter, like, a lot of people have a lot of bad ones, so I don't know.
It might be those of us who got them like from a later production run, so some of the little tolerance issues might have been tweaked at that point.
I don't know.
And the last thing, which I also haven't opened yet, but I'm probably gonna wait until I have a good amount of time to really get into it. I picked up Perfect Effects Psychronite, their Cryotech version and retool of their TM2 Megatron that came out last year.
Which you have handled that mold, but you don't own that. Like, you now, this is your
No.
first time owning the mold.
This is the first time owning it. A friend of mine has the regular Mega Dragon.
Our best
version.
friend in the world.
Yes. So yeah, I was able to mess with Darian's at TFCon, and then decided, once they announced Cryotech, I'm like, okay, that's the version I'm gonna get, because I've always really liked Cryotech's look and everything. Wanted one. Figured, okay, this is a perfect way to get it. So looking forward to messing with that. I also threw in another Easter egg into the show notes for I don't know, reasons.
Yeah, wait.
Why-
What are Papa Smurf's ashes?
You said you really like you were jealous of something blue that was in my my get,
Wait,
so I threw that in there.
Smurf's ashes blue then? How does that work?
That's how I'm taking that.
What happened?
He's saying that he's asking if Papa Smurf's ashes are blue, and the answer is duh.
Well, I mean, Papa Smurf is blue.
Oh,
Yeah.
but what if it's like his ashes, like he got dusted, like?
I mean,
Well, actually, wait, wasn't the whole thing with what was the guy's name? Gilgamesh or is that no, or Gargamel? Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is what is Gilgamesh? Is that a?
that's a very different thing.
Yeah, no, I don't. No. Why did I?
Gilgamesh
I
is like a
couldn't-
Greek epic poem.
Unless you're talking
Yes, it is.
about
I don't.
unless you're talking about the king of the city-state of Uruk,
Gargamel.
then it's definitely Gargamel.
No, it is Gargamel. I don't know why I went to. I can't remember his name.
I mean, are you some kind of expert on Sumerian history?
I mean, no. Okay, fine. No, this is from the abandoned. This is from the abandoned episode where it turned out Gilgamesh came up because he also needed the Smurfs to make something. No, Gilgamesh shows up because he thinks the Smurfs are going to give him eternal life instead of the fruit at the bottom of the ocean.
I don't think that's what Gilgamesh did.
I think for something
I
else.
mean,
now?
I can look at the Gilgamesh Wikipedia.
What am I thinking of now? Who went to the bottom of the ocean to get the like immortal fruit?
This is
that-
all from something that you didn't even get, right? Like, it was just, there's a joke. Wow.
But no, right, because Gargamel, if you like, he wanted gold, right? And that's what the Smurfs would give him. Like if he killed the Smurfs.
Something like
No,
that.
he could turn the Smurfs into gold, I think is what it was.
Right. So yes, Papa Smurf's ashes are just gold.
Oh no.
But also he
Gold
thought that if
plastic
he,
syndrome.
but he also in a later season thought if he cooked and ate the Smurfs that he would gain eternal life.
So then it does fit. Okay.
Right. No, there is an immortality plant that Gilgamesh swims for. I was right.
No, Gargamel. No, just kidding.
Hold on.
All right. Anyways,
Okay, I looked up Gilgamesh immortality plant, and it looks like there is a immortality plant. This has been the weirdest tangent.
See, I paid
Anyways,
attention in
yeah.
college.
anyways,
Well, whose fault is that?
we're gonna move on to news. So Jared mentioned that he got the Iron Factory Red Wing. Well, at some point in the future, because this isn't under pretty pre-orders, because you can't pre-order it yet.
Yeah.
But at some point, you'll be able to get Generations Select Red Wing, which is Siege Starscream using the Thundercracker head, which has the smirk, in basically all red. I prefer the name Bloodbath. I'm just saying. I think it works. Also, this toy looks way better than it has any right to be because honestly, its color layout is not creative at all, and I really love it still. Like, there's nothing inherently that interesting about it. It should be very boring, but I really, really like it, like a lot. How do you guys feel about Red Wing?
I think he looks good. I don't remember though.
Are you planning on getting him?
Probably.
So yeah, I'm assuming he'll be on Hasbro Pulse. We thought because what happened with the G2 Combat Hero Megatron from Selects is that it was going to be announced at it was Toy Fair, but earlier that morning a reviewer posted had a review up. How do you describe what it like a pre-release? I guess
He had it scheduled. He had it
yeah,
scheduled
he had it
to go up.
scheduled to go
was
up.
it Tauntaun?
No, it was a different reviewer. Who
It's
had
the
it
same
sched-
one who revealed Red
Red
Wing.
Wing. Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
So he had the first reveal of that G2 Combat Hero Megatron because he had a picture of it for the review, which debuted at the same time that G2 Combat Hero Megatron went up for pre-order on not pre-order for order at Hasbro Pulse. So everyone assumed that the day that he put up this review with Red Wing, everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, Red Wing is going to come out tonight." When the review comes out, and he didn't, and he still hasn't. So honestly, I'm kind of wondering at this point if Red Wing might be an SDCC surprise reveal. Not like an SDCC exclusive, but a, hey, you can go buy this online right now type of thing.
Like what they did with
Grotesque, with
Tusk.
G2 Megatron, with, there's another one I think.
Wait, G2 Megatron? Which G2 Megatron?
Literally the one we were just talking about.
Was that? Oh, that was
The G2 Combat Hero Megatron.
Combat.
There's three G2 Megatrons. So
Yeah, because I was thinking of the green one.
no, that's like the only one we haven't gotten recently. I
Maybe
have
in the next
two-
war for Cybertron.
yeah, I have two G2 Megatrons. I have the Takara purple one from Titans Return. I have the Combat Hero one from Siege. I do not have a green and purple one, which is really weird because it's the most prominent G2 Megatron. But yeah, Red
It
Wing.
was the most iconic.
Miguel, how do you feel about Red Wing?
I don't think it looks that bad.
I think it looks
I'm-
so good.
I did
I-
look up the picture while we were talking, and he looks great.
I'm probably gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the stuff that comes out.
I was gonna say he is a problem. He can't help it.
I
It's
also
okay.
can't.
So I was gonna say
You're, you're all
we
in the same boat.
No, I was gonna say no. I'm not saying you have a problem that we don't have.
We are all the boat.
We are the boat. Look at me. I'm the boat now.
That's my favorite Tom Hanks.
Jared, I'm assuming you're excited for Red Wing too. Or are you happy with your tiny little Red Wing son?
I need to get the father for my little Red Wing son.
I can't wait to see a Nightbot post of them reuniting, father and
Aw.
son. It'll be a beautiful moment. I can't wait.
Yeah,
be fair,
I'll have him
though,
cut the.
this-
I'll have the father cut the son's hand off and everything.
And it's not exactly what I was thinking, but that'll be
This
sweet
isn't-
too. Actually,
This isn't some kind of Star War, I don't think.
no, it's not Starscream. But anyways,
Star War.
Megatron just has a sniper rifle. Okay. Next bit of
Megatron,
news
but with gun.
is
It's
Flame
my favorite.
Flame Toys reveals from Wonderfest in Shanghai. Is Flame Toys doing a Stealth Bomber Megatron? Did Stealth Bomber Megatron have those wings? I do not remember him in IDW having those wings or a random sniper rifle. Could be totally wrong on that, but
No,
yeah.
I think some of this is them embellishing on the design.
Like what they did with Attack Mode Optimus, or that Bumblebee
Yeah.
that has a propeller.
But they like for a lot of for like the IDW, I thought they were a lot more close than just like random wings. I mean, I dig it.
Well,
but
well,
I
no,
don't know.
this is like
Wait, is this a
um,
model? This isn't a model kit. This is one of their pros.
no, this is the same. This is from the same line as Drift and
Tarn
Tarn.
Star Saber.
and Star
Star
Saber and Optimus Prime and
And
they're
then
also
Optimus is embellishing on the design too, because it comes with some extra accessories that a G1 Optimus Prime never came with.
yeah. So there's a G1 Optimus Prime. There's a model kit and there's a model kit and a big one, which I'm assuming the big one's like from the Fancy Dancy line.
The big one's from the Fancy Dancy line, and then the G1 model kit is kind of like a stylized G1 animation model take, and then on the show floor they had like a blown up version.
Okay, that's what. Never mind. I was looking at the blown up version. The
And
other one
Devastator.
is G1 from the Fancy line, but it's he comes with is that the Star Saber? He comes with 2 axes, a gun, and then there is what I assume the Star Saber because it's a sort of like Age of Extinction inspired sword, kind of, but with the Matrix G1 Matrix in the handle, but it's also stuck in a stone. So
And then
like
it's
the last
Excalibur.
time. Yeah. This thing looks amazing.
Space Excalibur.
I
'cause
honest-
it's space.
I honestly really want it.
No.
I hate that I want it. I'm not going to buy it, but the problem is they did a Shattered Glass Drift, which means there's every single possibility we will get a Shattered Glass and or Nemesis Prime repaint of this toy, and this thing looks so dang good. Oh, he also has swords, I think, on his hips.
Yeah, they're like the movie swords.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I actually saw
if-
their Star Saber in person at TFCon this year, and that is one impressive boy. I was
this-
tempted.
This Prime looks so good, and it's like Prime should be the most boring one that I don't want. And man, they made it look so good. If they do a Nemesis slash whatchamacallit,
Shattered Glass
yeah,
or
Shattered
Magnus.
Glass or well, I wasn't even thinking I would get a Magnus though. Nemesis, Shattered Glass, or
What
Magnus
if
of
they
this.
did it?
I'll
What
buy
if they did it in blue with the Diet clone?
If they only did the blue and nothing else, I would buy it. But if they did do something else, I'd get it instead of the blue. But the blue would be pretty cool.
Wait, which one? The Fancy Pants one?
Yeah, the Fancy Pants one.
Mm.
Okay.
Also, is that Drift? Also, wait, does Optimus Prime? He comes with alternate faces. There's one with his battle mask partially, his faceplate partially smashed off, and then one
So-
without the faceplate at all.
Yeah.
Interesting. But I'm also looking. Is that a Drift model kit?
Yep, they're making one.
They're making so they're making a Drift model kit. That's sweet. And also Devastator's in color now because we'd seen gray of that before, but the Devastator we can see the green and purple and it's all nice and stuff. I really like that. I'm excited for that one. So honestly, Flame Toys, you're freaking killing it.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, they're so good. Part of me like wants to just like settle down on all the other collecting and get into Flames toys because like I feel like that'd honestly be the most satisfying thing to own. But I'm not rich, so maybe
No.
someday in the future.
I'm gonna put it out there real quick. The New Age stuff is all very satisfying, so maybe just get
Much
real
more-
into
much
that,
more
or Iron
affordable.
Factory.
Or just Legend scale third party in general?
See, but they're not as original takes as the Flame Toys. Like the Flame Toys is very like the specific. Well, they have multiple different. They have some that are very much not their own takes, like the G1 or like the IDW, where it's very clearly inspired. But like I think my favorite stuff of theirs is like their own designs that they pick. I think the
Iron
originality.
Factory kind of does their own takes.
They
It's
kind of
like-
do, but honestly, theirs is very IDW influenced. I think.
Mm.
It's actually
than-
it's more What's that comic I'm thinking of? It was from Dreamwave, where they got their Optimus from.
Well, that's War Within, but that's literally
War
what
Within.
that was. I'm talking about their general aesthetic is pretty IDW-y.
I don't know. Some of it kind of reminds me of the War Within
Well,
stuff.
for the
It's like
stuff
Summer
that, well,
Within.
that's not aesthetic though. That's like they literally did some War Within figures. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the ones where it is not a particular aesthetic. It's just like, oh, that looks very IDW-y.
What I'm saying is, it's kind of to me somewhere between IDW and War Within.
How much War Within stuff do you know other than like Grimlock, Megatron, and Optimus?
Just what I've looked up on Google, which is not too much, but it kind of some of their stuff reminds me of it.
Okay. But anyways, next thing is also super expensive, even more expensive, and much less movable. But it is also from the same
That's right.
same convention, and it is
Is it
Transformers.
Unicron?
Nope, it is Prime One Studios, which is their Cybertron Soundwave and Ravage, which looks fine. It's gray. There's no colors. They look very much like the movie. I don't know what else to say. It looks good. Can't afford it.
Ravage is a dog.
Ravage is a good puppy.
Good boy. Orc.
But yeah, so that's about it for that. Next thing, I just have more images of the Flame Toys Optimus Prime, which, oh my goodness, I really just, especially with the lights in this thing. Does he have a Matrix?
He
I feel like he probably will, but like I don't think we've seen that he does. I don't know, maybe he won't. If he doesn't have a Matrix, then maybe I will be able to turn it down. But God, this thing looks
That'd
so
be a
good.
bold move.
It really would.
The Matrix is
Well, the Matrix,
Matrix
is in the hilt of the sword, so like technically
that'll
it's
be the
Matrix, but
removable Matrix.
maybe I don't know.
It's-
But then we have even more Flames Toys news, and that is Tarn Power Burst version, limited edition figure. I they have not mentioned the price. Regular Tarn is freaking $400, so I don't even know if this will be the same or more. But basically, it's like, what if we did the awesome Flame Toys Tarn, but like made it really shiny? But the thing is, it's not like bad. It's not like Takara Thrilling 30, not Takara, Hasbro's Thrilling 30 Jetfire, where they just slap chrome on it and it's like, oh look, it's shiny, and everyone's like, no, but I don't want that shiny. This is the shiny that everybody wants. It literally looks like he is real, and he's gonna murder me. But I'm really into it. I want it. I want.
That
this
was
so
quite a
bad.
description.
I keep looking at that picture that Gelf sent of the Square Enix Avengers, and it's just not okay.
Just look at this Tarn instead. You'll be okay. I promise.
Oh.
It looks so good.
Okay.
His
a-
kneecaps sparkle.
It's Transmetal Tarn.
It basically is. I hope he doesn't fall apart though. Oh my god, I want this. If this is the same price as the regular one, I might be able to get it. I might get it. If it's more, then I don't know. Cause I want this. Oh my god, I want this. Okay, we're gonna move on. Next thing is I'm excited for this. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. This is Bombus Bee. I have no idea. The new third-party company name. I cannot believe that is their name. Bombus Bee. BB-01 Split and BB-02 Giant Axe. Split is Revenge of the Fallen Mixmaster, and Giant Axe is Revenge of the Fallen Scavenger. Now, before you get all excited, this is not Movie Masterpiece scale, if that's what you're wanting. This is not Movie Masterpiece, this is Studio Series scale. But, in all fairness, they made the smart move, and they showed off two of the Constructicons that we have not seen for Studio Series. That was
Mixmaster and Wheel Boy.
correct, which was a very smart move in my opinion, because if you want to win people over, that's how you're going to do it. But the reason that we know it's Studio Series scale is because the last photo in the gallery is Optimus Prime shooting him giant axe in the face. Troublemaker is the name of their combined Devastator. Troublemaker Combiner is the name of Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. What's interesting is that it is more screen. It is 7 robots, and it is not so. It's 7 instead of the 8 that Studio Series is, and it also has whatchamacallit. It has a graph of the actual combined mode, silhouetted for the limbs and nutsack, because he does have the wrecking balls.
The
He will
enemy
indeed-
scrotum.
Yes, the enemy scrotum is indeed there. I think that the combined mode, like, honestly, we see basically the majority of the torso. We see his shoulders, part of his biceps, his head, obviously, and neck, and then honestly, basically down to his waist is everything that we see. So I've been seeing some people saying there's so much junk hanging off of the head. That's because the picture is literally of his torso with his head. Like it's not, it is not his head, and it's like, oh, there's a bunch of crap hanging off. Like no. But yeah, Mixmaster and Scavenger, they look really good in my opinion. Scavenger isn't perfect. I think Mixmaster is honestly pretty close to perfect for me. Scavenger isn't quite perfect, but I think he's pretty good. Like, from some angles, he looks a little weird. Combined Devastator parts that we've seen so far, I love it. I know this might not be a popular opinion, but I hope that when they finish doing this Devastator, that they do a Skids and Mudflap, because I don't know how likely they are in Studio Series, and in all honesty, I really would like one, a set of those two for Devastator to eat. And this kind of solved my problem, because originally I was like, but I want a movie masterpiece, so I'm not going to get these. I think I am going to get these, because originally I was going to get a set of a set of 2 sets of Studio Series Constructicons, to have a team of Constructicons and a Devastator. But I think that what I'm going to do is just get a set of these and a set of the movie, the Studio Series Constructicons, because then I could decide whichever Devastator and Constructicon team I like best, and I'll have, I will have 15 unique molds instead of having 16 of the same toy twice, you know what I mean? So I think that I actually am going to get these upon further reflection. I had to think about it. Miguel, do you have any interest in these in the slightest? Nope. Are you going in on Studio Series Devastator? Yeah, you are. Okay, but you don't care about this one. Miguel's sleepy. So
Miguel's the only one not in his bed, as far as I know.
Oh, no, I'm not either. I'm in a desk chair on purpose. I don't think I'd fall asleep though, but I'm not. I'm no.
That way.
I'm no
Fine.
Miguel. I'm no Miguel.
I'm starting to feel tired, but I'm fighting it. So you better not fall asleep at your desk, Miguel, because I'm in bed.
Oh, I love Sassy Miguel.
Wait, Miguel was being sassy? I didn't have Skype open.
You missed the perfect thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Tell you later.
I was too busy looking at the show notes.
Zeus, Jared, do either of you think that you have any interest in these third-party Constructicons?
Nope.
Nah, not really.
Interesting. Do any of you have interest in the third-party Studio Series stuff at all, like the World War II-B or the Bulldog that are coming out right now?
Bulldog looks pretty cool. I might do a Bulldog and that.
Okay. But you don't care
biplane.
for the Devastator. I gotcha. That's
No, I
fair,
don't.
because in all fairness, while the Bumblebee is a little bit like that overlaps the Studio Series, the Bulldog doesn't at all. Like, that's filling in a hole the Studio Series doesn't have, whereas this is like Studio Series is already doing it. But
Yeah, it's like, hey, you know that thing you already started collecting? Well, what about that, but again, and for more money?
In all fairness, probably better though, or at least more screen. It's definitely going to be more screen accurate.
Well, yeah, because it's got the enemy scrotum.
It'll
but,
also
like,
definitely have a red head. I would bet money on that. It's not going to have a gray head. It is going to have a red head. So if you're really into redheads and you're really into Revenge of the Fallen Devastator, boy, do I have the thing for you.
gross.
Technically, I don't know if it's going to be the redhead, but I'm very confident. Like I said, I'll bet money on it.
Okay, Eric, I just want you to know, every time you say redhead, my mind immediately goes to Red Dead Redemption, the less popular sequel to Red Dead Redemption.
I don't like you.
I
Anyway.
don't like me either.
But yeah, so I think I'm the only person that actually is kind of looking forward to that, but that's okay. Up next, Jared, what are our pretty pre-orders for the week?
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm not getting either of them, which is unusual for this segment, in all honesty.
Mhm. Yeah. First up, we got Transformers Masterpiece MP47 Hound. And
How much is he?
$160.
Yeah, $160 masterpiece car. Remember when Sunstreaker seemed expensive? What was he, 120, 130? I think it was 120.
I thought it was like
Mhm.
90.
No, that's what they used to be, like 80 to 90.
I thought they used to
Yeah.
be 70. I'm really out of the loop.
I think,
here.
well, they've
Mm.
gradually gone up, so I think it honestly just depends on which one you're talking about.
Besides,
No matter what, Hound is basically double what they used to be at a certain point in time. That's a lot.
I just realized something. My second Masterpiece Prime that I got
Uh-huh.
was cheaper than this Hound.
Is that the Magic Square, or is that the Transform Element? Transform Element, you got
Transform
second, right?
Element.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one you got second.
I think like both of them are cheaper than this guy, but
Yeah, so, interesting. Is anyone here interested in Hound in the slightest? His
No.
shoulder articulation is
No.
weird. I know Miguel pointed that out before.
Like,
It's whack.
before I knew how much it was, I kind of wanted it because I thought, wow, that's some bad shoulder articulation. I must have this. But for 140,
160. No, not 140. 160.
160.
Yep.
Oh no!
yeah.
It's okay. You can get a KO for like $50 probably in a year.
Yeah, probably.
Hey,
Maybe even less than that. Maybe even before this guy comes out.
That's not likely, but in all
Only
honesty,
if
I
they
wouldn't be that
steal-
surprised.
Only if they steal the design again, like they did with Megatron, like they steal the files or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
What's the next thing, Jared? I think I feel like someone expressed interest in this before. It's neat. I just don't want it.
I thought for sure you would, because it's made by a company called Blue Lobster.
You know, in all honesty, that is the biggest selling point to me. That it's a company called Blue Lobster. It's the only reason I even slightly considered it, but I don't need this at all. It is literally like the epitome of stuff that I don't need in my collection.
Yeah.
Do I think it's cool? Yes, but it's literally the epitome of what I do not need.
Yeah.
Should
but-
we say what it is?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jared, what is it that I do not need?
It is Blue Lobster BL-01X Frank.
No, it's X Frank is his name.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Oh,
Well,
okay.
the way you made it sound was that it was like it's BL01X Frank and not BL01X Frank. It's just the way you split it up is all.
you're crazy.
It's a mix mash of a bunch of different figures all in, or
But
a bunch of different characters all in
Autobot
one.
X, aka it's Spike, right? It's Spike
Gross.
with Wiki. It's not. Yeah, it's not Sparkplug. It's Spike for sure. Yeah, it's Autobot X, which, if you aren't aware, is basically a Frankenstein episode of G1 where his consciousness is transferred into there, and he kind of becomes a monster because it's built with all the spare parts and everything, and he kind of goes on a rampage, but then he gets fixed by the end. But this is his body.
Was this after the movie? Because he's
No,
got
before.
Prowl. Why does he have Prowl parts then?
It's spare parts from all of them. Every single person that he's using is alive. It's their spare
Oh.
parts. Like everyone
That's
just
why
has
he's
their own
got
spare
like
parts.
Grapple's hand or whatever that is.
Yep.
Or Inferno, whichever one it is that has the gun.
Technically, I
Yeah.
think all of them do. I don't know. But yeah, he's literally parts from Prowl, Sunstreaker, Hound, like literally everyone basically. Fun fact: if you listen to TF University, I don't know what episode, but he does like if you find the episode where he talks about the episode of where Autobot X is in, he does describe basically where every part comes from that we know of. So he tells us where every single piece of Autobot X is from that we.
Okay, what
like,
about that leg that's got like the red kneecap? Where's that?
I don't know. Like, not all of them do come from something. I feel like that does, but I don't know.
It looks vaguely Cosmos colored.
I
Is the
don't
thing.
think it's. I think the colors.
It's
throw-
absolutely not Cosmos because he
I
doesn't
think the
have
colors
to
are changed for a lot of the parts, so like I wouldn't go off of. That's the one thing I wouldn't go off of is the colors, just to show.
Yeah, because that
Some of them
'cause
are
it
the same,
also
but not
kind of
all.
looks like Optimus Prime's arm because it's got the arrow on it,
Uh huh.
and then like maybe Blue Streak's head.
It's a combination of heads. Like one is blue string, and then I think he has like an Optimus Prime thing on the one side, but also a piece of. Shoot, who is that? It's multiple faces.
Smoke screen.
I think maybe Ironhide too. I can't like the head correct. I don't know. But either way, it's a lot of different stuff, and if you like it, it's $45. It's masterpiece scale. It doesn't transform or anything, but it's perfectly fine. So
How's
like,
the
honestly,
articulation though? Because it looks like it is not have much.
it seems decently posable in most of the pictures I've seen in terms of like what he actually does in the show too, which isn't much. Other than be a creepy monster that barely just moves around. So I don't know. I haven't seen any reviews for it or anything, but it's supposed to come out fourth. Oh yeah, the one I haven't seen reviews. Fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of 2019. So.
Wow, it seems like we all are a bunch of sleepy boys.
No, we're sleepy men. I'm just kidding.
What's the difference?
Oh, but in honor of Hound, Masterpiece Hound, this week's mascot, by the way, is Hologram Bisque. So.
Oh, I thought it was going to be $160 bisque.
No, because it would be like $160 bisque would be worth it, and therefore not relate to the $160 hound. So.
Okay.
But yeah. So I think that is basically about it for this episode. So if you enjoyed it, definitely make sure to subscribe to Nerdy Geek Talk where you ever listen to podcasts. So you can YouTube or Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Apple Podcast. Although iTunes isn't going to be a thing anymore, so Apple Podcasts, Podcast Addict, and more, Podbean, literally all the good stuff. Just search Nerdy Geek Talk, you'll find our network, get access to all our nice shows. Also, feel free to check out Brotatoes on both the YouTube, on YouTube and podcast places. We have a new show debuting this month. Very excited. It's going to be awesome. It is slightly late in debuting, but that's my fault. But it is ready. We have several episodes in production. Our production schedule got thrown off. So there's that. Follow at Nerdy Geek Talk on Twitter to get notified the second that podcasts go up. Also at Steel City Bots on Twitter for just some random fun every once in a while, and also Instagram to get some nice funny pictures. Personally, you can follow me at Eric Crowbar on Twitter. That's my main account. Lots of stuff going on there. If you tweet at me, I'll see it. Also, Eric Conover on YouTube. Gonna have some stuff there soon. At Aramis Prime on Instagram, which that's fun. Other than that, I think that's basically it. So yeah. Is Miguel like? Miguel's gone. So go follow at Logos Minor on Twitter, and I'll tell you what he's been up to in a little bit. While Jared, why don't you tell us where people can find you on the interweb?
All right. First off, you can find me on Instagram at jarpro00. That's where you do my Nightbots. Most recently was my 3A Bumblebee toilet papering about the toilet paper something, and this time he didn't throw the entire thing. He actually took out a roll. And yeah, it was with my bot toilet paper thingy.
His name is King Toots, I'll have you know.
Miguel was talking about how he's so excited for Pokemon Sleep, and also tweeting Godzilla gifs. So there you go.
Yeah, go see Godzilla. Good.
I want that new. I'm going tomorrow. I'm very excited. I want that new Marvel Legends War Machine. It looks so amazing, so
Still
amazing.
pre-ordered on Amazon.
He retweeted a picture of that. Yeah, but I want it now.
I mean, try GameStop then.
Really? I did not know that GameStop was the places getting that. Interesting.
Well, I talked to a guy last week, and he said they were supposed to be getting it in this week. So
Okay.
it
Interesting.
might mostly go to pre-orders, but you can still check.
Just got followed by a random account. Anyways,
Huh.
Time.
Zeus, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at _Zeus. I do some stuff on Instagram, not as much anymore. YouTube, I'm hoping to get back
You
up.
just post
since
your
I've got-
tweets to your story.
I do that. I do that a lot because it's my way of saying, "Hey, go follow me on Twitter right now." Because I have way more followers on Instagram, but I'm more active on Twitter.
Interesting
And
strategy.
speaking of, I'm more active on Twitter. And also, I'm hoping to get my YouTube up and running again now that I have some free time.
It's okay. Once I move in with Zeus and we go to LA, I'll make him upload videos every single week.
Yeah.
I promise nothing for the quality. Just I promise that I will.
He's
force him
very
to do
tall, and I feel like I would be intimidated by that. So
I honestly, I think after meeting me, you would never be intimidated by me, even though my size. My personality would definitely get rid of that.
that's a good point.
But yeah. So other than that, go follow us at Soundjack426 because he's a good guy, and at oh my goodness, at RDSJ Gaming, both on YouTube and Twitter, because that's a good time, and why not? So I feel like giving him a little shout out because I love Michael. So there we go. I think that's about it for this episode.
Hey, did you plug the Twitter for Steel City bots?
Yep, I did.
Okay, I maybe missed that.
No, I honestly I appreciate that because I do sometimes almost forget to do that. So go follow at Steel City Bots. You get a second reminder, courtesy of Zeus. There we go.
You're welcome.
Also,
And I'm
go
sorry.
buy a war machine in honor of me. I'm just kidding. I mean, if you want to do it,
And then buy him a war machine.
I
And
mean,
then
I
buy
wasn't
him.
asking for that. No, don't buy me. I don't allow the last part, but you know,
Fine, be that way.
I am that way. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.
Sayonara.
Sayonara. Oh, bye-bye.
Sayonara again.
Bye, Anara, for the 4th time. There we go.